That was Beyonce and Jay-Z, Crazy in Love. So California began even a more stringent lockdown last night. We in the state of California have been in lockdown to a various, particularly in Los Angeles, have been in lockdown virtually since March. There has been some flattening of the curve, but now our healthcare system, our ICUs, threatened to be overrun. I think we've have state-ordered mask mandates. We have had stay-at-home orders. We have had social distancing. We've had closing of businesses, and all of this in an attempt to assuage a very, very real pandemic, a very real and very destructive pandemic, one that is taking lives and livelihoods. And I guess my analysis isn't of the disease. It is a reality that we, as a nation and as a state and as communities, are going to have to deal with. My problem is with the way that the government is handling things, be they local or city or state, but particularly federal, because it is insane to ask people to close their businesses down, to not go to work, to stay home, and have no way to take care of themselves, no way to feed themselves. We have a government that is impotent and doing nothing while people are losing homes and businesses and lives. Yes, there are things we should have to do to mitigate this destructive disease, but the citizens shouldn't have to do it alone. There should be help. One of the things that you have a government for is to protect the people. It is caustic to tell people that they have to stay home, that they have to lose their businesses, that they have to lose their livelihood, that they can't put food on the table, that they can lose everything they work for, and no help. Nothing. The government sits there and does nothing. We know that from reading recent articles that more big businesses got help with the bailout money, but not small ones, not medium businesses. Restaurants are virtually a third of the restaurants you see are going to be gone. Several businesses, particularly if you started a new business, you're going to be gone. Retail stores are in danger. So virtually every aspect of our community is in danger right now, and primarily not just because of the virus, but because of the government's response to it or lack of response to it. It is insane and inhumane to ask people to not be able to take care of themselves and then say the government won't do it either. The government, those people are sent there to work for us. They are sent there to do things like this, specifically to make sure that the American people are safe. And now, because they have jobs and they have careers and they have benefits and they're not at risk of losing anything, they can play haughty. They can call down these edicts. They can be oblivious. But you cannot. The reason people are out is because many of them have to be. Because they know nothing. So you put somebody in a hell of a quandrum. Either lose my livelihood or lose my life. If we want to stop the spread of this disease, we have to have a united front, and that means all of us in it together. But right now, the American people are clearly by themselves with no help at all. Let me ask you something. If airlines who were flush with cash before the beginning of this year have run out of money, and airlines and employers and large businesses are shutting down and closing and shuttering their businesses, and they got help, what does that say about people that didn't? Stop telling us we are all in this together when we are not. The government should be reaching out to help people. If it's going to ask and make these demands of them, it has some responsibility, and that is to make sure that if you ask people to do something, they are able to. You're asking people to do a thing they are unable to. You're asking them to not do anything and then not have anything happen in response. We are not in it together. It is us versus the virus, and us all alone. And you sitting there acting oblivious to it. The virus is real. Its damage is real. And our lack of empathy and consideration from the government is also real. And that has put us in the dilemma we are right now. That's a little note from the GED section. We got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.